Hola, mis amores. It's Yards, and welcome to this week's episode of A Bibliophilic Bull. It is just me because we are going to be discussing a book series that it's a trilogy that I have been committed to for quite some time, and that is The Coldest Winter Ever and The Life After Death and Life After Midnight. I began reading this series over 10 years ago when the first book came out. In this video, there will be some spoilers, but I would love for you guys to comment below and I guess just help me understand because I have original Coldest Winter Ever books in Georgia. You see, I have purchased two. I literally have two of these books because my mom wanted to read it and we wanted to read it at the same time. So we have two. The only thing that I don't have a physical copy of is The Life After Midnight because I just downloaded it on Audible and had to listen to it. That being said, I had to listen to that book on 2.0 to get through it. Okay. I'm going to be completely and totally honest in this book review and this series review. I'm not going to be unnecessarily cruel, but I'm also going to be honest. So if we go back to the first book, it was very well written in my opinion. It was the first of the series. I have gone through all of the Midnight books as well. Maybe I'll do a bibliophilic bull on that. And I have also read the Deeper Love Inside, which I think is Portia's story. So I am very well versed on all of the characters and how they came to be in this entire series, right? The problem that I have is that as the story has progressed, it tends to not really make sense. I'm kind of left wondering, the fuck did I just read and why? Or why did I just spend my entire Saturday listening to this? I just, what? So, starting from the first book, we are introduced to Winter Santiago. And she is the oldest daughter of a drug lord in New York. Don't quote me on which area in New York right now because, it could have been the Bronx, it could have been Brooklyn. I'm really unsure. They both start with B's. They're both in New York. I'm aware that they are both extremely different. But I'm from Georgia and Alabama. So right now, don't quote me on the B city that she's from, but it's New York. So she has a set of friends, she has a set lifestyle, and all of that goes away when her father gets locked up. In her journey in The Coldest Winter Ever, we see this individual who sees herself as extremely intelligent, but is constantly making stupid decisions. Like I cannot imagine being so caught up in your own self and thoughts that you literally don't think that anybody else around you like notices or peeps game, or it's just insane. The narcissism of this character, Winter Santiago, extremely intelligent individual, has potential, but makes the dumbest decisions because she's so self-absorbed. And in the end of The Coldest Winter Ever, she winds up getting locked up behind a dude. Some nigga. Put a pin in that because he resurfaces in the third book. Life After Death. This is the first book that we get after she gets locked up. Second book, much anticipated. At the beginning of this book, Winter has secured herself a reality TV show deal. because of who her sister married. That's in the Portia story. We're not there. Just know that because of who her sister Portia married, she has secured herself a reality TV show deal. And then as everything is getting ready to go and as her moment to shine, plop, 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 plow, 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 shots rang out, and Winter goes out. Then Winter visits 3 different people. She visits her father in prison, she visits her friends, and then she visits Midnight. From that moment on, we follow Winter in the afterlife, where she proceeds to make a bunch of stupid ass fucking decisions that I don't understand. And I'm trying to just follow the logic behind Winter Santiago and the reason why she does the things that she does and the thought process in which she does things. And by the end of some extremely weird shit too, we're talking about transforming into animals and getting fucked as dogs. And look, it was some real creepy weird shit going on in this book. Okay, we get through it, and Winter finally basically finds God. Okay, she falls to her knees and she repents and she finds God. Okie dokie. I should I say that? I said some spoilers. Okay, so at the end of that book, during that book, she meets the twins that she would have had if she hadn't gotten the abortion in the previous book. It's valid because that was one of the male twin was one of the leading people or entities or spirits or whatever he was that led her to be able to get back to some type of redemption. She falls to her knees and she prays, and bada boom, bada bam, she makes it back. And that is where we kind of pick up for the 3rd book. Not exactly there, like when she's waking up, but essentially that she's out of this coma from being shot. Bada boom, bada bam, we're at the book that I was listening to. That I should say that this book, Life After Death, was narrated by Nia Long. And it was a decent listen. Yes, I do have the book, but yes, I did also download it on Audible. Long story as to why. The point of the matter is, I spend money with Sister Soldier, right? So it's not that I'm hating, okay? So I have supported Life After Midnight. We pick up with the reality TV show again, okay? Winter still ain't got it through her thick ass skull that her friends are not her friends. And not only that, we see her making these moves that she in her mind is like boss chick move. And in reality, it's like, no bitch, you dumb as fuck. This is stupid. Why are you doing this? And these are things that she does consistently throughout the entire book. Just makes dumbass decisions. So I am disappointed in this book the most because it made the least sense out of the entire series. I don't understand the purpose of this book. I don't understand the plot. I don't understand. We spent a lot of time in this book, a good majority of this book, on shit that you did not address when the book ended. This shit had no flow. At least the 1st and the 2nd book had a flow of plot, storyline, ending. What was this? I don't understand. Why did you even bring up the invitation to her sister's wedding? Midnight has raised 2 of her younger sisters, the twins, and she gets an invite to one of their weddings, and she's jealous, but we don't address that wedding no more from the invite. We address a whole man in the garment district that says he has a man for her. What was the point of that? Because within the last 3 chapters of the book, she meets some rando, gets married, and he gets shot and dies, and that was the end of the book. The first majority of the book is her interactions spit with someone she doesn't even know the name of. Just gave her a nickname. And she's just running back and forth with this girl. Don't know her name. The girl pops up at her dad's house. We still don't understand what that was about. What the fuck? I don't understand. I need someone to explain it to me. I feel like what I felt like after I watched Nope. And that's not a compliment. I want to know what the fuck I just listened to. I feel like reparations is due. I want my 8+ hours I spent listening to this book back. At the very least, I feel like Audible owes me my credit. Give me my credit back, Audible, because this was some bullshit. There was only one good part of this book, and that was Winter's interaction with the lawyer. I don't know what chapter that was. Whatever chapter that was a good chapter. Esa vale la pena. I would just go into a bookstore and go to the chapter of Winter's interaction with the lawyer, read that chapter, and keep it moving. Because everything else in this book was absolute bullshit. She did not tie up any ends to this story.
Now, as I go back and edit this, I want to clarify that we do find out who shoots Winter. However, we found that information out at the beginning of the second book. This is not new information. The only difference is that the surrounding characters find out who shot Winter in the third book. And so, in my opinion, that didn't tie up any loose ends.
And I'm not sure if this was done strategically because there's going to be another book coming. But the way, if I had this book physically and it ended the way that it did, I would have threw that bitch across the room because it was hot garbage. It was hot garbage. I'm sorely disappointed. I do not recommend you waste your time reading the book, but if you just want to torture yourself with bad literature, go right ahead. And this is not a shot to the author. This is a shot to the plot. And this horrible character that has not progressed in 3 books at all. She has not wised up. She didn't pray not once in this book. So what was the point of even coming back and being like, oh, Allah, fall on my knees and pray? She ain't praying not a nail time in this book. I don't understand. Pero ya, that was my rant on the Coldest Winter Ever book series. She also has a series called the Midnight Series. That's not what it's called, but it was also a trilogy. I found that one equally as frustrating for various reasons, and I may do a bibliophilic bull on it, but I don't want to center a bibliophilic bull on books that I don't necessarily care for, right? There will be books on here that are great reads or great listens, like the one that's coming up, Daughters of Enri. So that will be my next solo bibliophilic bull. Thank you for being here with me and listening to me rant, and I will see you guys next time.